So according to the Excelsior University Library, an ad hominem fallacy. An ad hominem fallacy means against the man. And this type of fallacy is sometimes called name-calling or the personal attack fallacy. This type of fallacy occurs when someone attacks the person instead of attacking his or her argument. Person 1, I promise to balance the budget in my first year as governor. Person number 2, she promises to balance the budget, but she couldn't be smart enough because she's never run a business. So check out Dr. Fallacy as he tries to get away with this type of fallacy. Thankfully, Captain Logic Owl saves the day. And because of that, I will balance the budget in my first year as governor. Well, you've never run a business before, so how could you possibly be smart enough to balance the budget? So here, an ad hominem fallacy is when you have two people arguing, and instead of talking about the issues, they just attack each other, insult each other, and name call each other. And so during an election, for example, one candidate would call another candidate stupid or slow, low energy, or incompetent, or senile. And so when you give names, name calling, that's called an ad hominem fallacy, because you're personally attacking the other candidate instead of talking about the policies. Because the reason why we elect political candidates is because of their stance on certain issues, not because of name calling. And so when somebody goes into insulting and name calling, then that's known as an ad hominem personal attack fallacy. And so when Dr. Fallacy, if you're attacking your opponent as a person and not addressing the issue at all, that's an ad hominem fallacy. Drats, foiled again by logic. I'll get elected one day. Look up there, it's Captain Logic. He's here to save the day. So Captain Logic, in other words, logically, if you want to elect somebody and decide on who you want to elect for president or who you want to elect for Senate, you want to listen to what that political candidate has to say about his stance on immigration, his stance on the economy, his stance on foreign policy, and not his opinion about, oh, well, you're stupid, you can't do the job, you're senile. And as soon as a candidate goes off into insulting the other candidate, then you know not to believe in that candidate, okay? Because then you know that he's having a ad hominem fallacy and he's not making any sense. So whenever you have a candidate that doesn't address the issues, don't vote for him. That's basically it. So the whole point of all of these fallacy videos is to avoid listening to people who talk in fallacious arguments. Don't listen to people who make comments but have no credible evidence to back up their comments. As soon as someone makes a comment with no credible evidence, then you don't believe them because they are committing a fallacy, because they are making fallacious. So a fallacy means an illogical argument. So never listen to illogical arguments, such as an ad hominem. So in this example, in an ad hominem fallacy, instead of talking about balancing the budget, the candidate attacks the person. So when we attack the person, instead of tackling the issue, our audience might think we don't understand the issue or can't disapprove of our opponent's view. It's better to stick to the issue at hand and avoid the ad hominem fallacies. So here ends my video on ad hominem fallacies.